Hey guys! So again, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Kathy Wright and I am here every day to share some top tips with you, to get some advice from you and to just basically get to know you all. So I didn't quite know what I was going to talk about today, guys, until I met a lady today. Sorry, excuse me. So a lady came to me today, not saying who or not who, and she had this most incredible little girl. She was a month old. Oh my God, she was tiny to me, but obviously she wasn't tiny. She was so beautiful, and this girl looked incredible. I was even laughing with her saying, you got less like baby weight on you than I've got. You look incredible. And she also had a 2-year-old little boy, and she was on her own. Now that got me thinking when she'd gone to when I was young and a mummy, and I was a young mummy. I was 17 when I had my first. I knew from being about 13 that I wanted a massive family and my own business. I didn't know which way I was going to do it, but we got there in the end, didn't we? So it got me thinking of how low I felt about myself after having children, and not just after having children. My depression started when I was about 15. And I remember one day, I remember many days, being out and about with the little one and stuff like that. Like, I'd get home from work and I'd always try and do something. And it was crazy how bad I felt about myself, how I felt I could hear everybody sniggering at me, like, young mum, bet she's never worked a day in her life, that kind of thing. And it really was like that. It was. People looked down the nose at me, that I had young children, like, kids having kids, rah. But I that's not how I seen it. I love my babies more than anything in the world. It's the first time I've ever experienced unconditional love. They say you don't fall in love till you have your first child. Maybe it's true. But anyway, I just remember how I felt, and I felt so low. I felt horrible. But if people said to me, like, oh, is it hard being a young mum? I'd be like, no, it's fine. It's great, actually. But what I used to do was, when people came round to my house, it was spotless. Because I didn't want people thinking I had a baby, my house was going to be messy. If this relates with you guys, you younger mums, then drop me some love hearts and let me know. Or drop me a message and let me know you've experienced the same thing. So that carried on for me. Obviously, for those of you that don't know me, I've got 5 children. I had my last child when I was 26. So by the time I got to 26, I had 5 children. Okay, and yes, I worked super hard for everything that we had, and I missed out on so much of my children growing up because I was working. Hi Sam, you all right, love? So I suppose the reason for my live this evening is for all of you mums out there, whether you're young mums, old mums, middle-aged mums, first-time mums, been mums for ages, no matter who you are, you're amazing. You are absolutely amazing. Talking to this lady today blew my mind of her confidence and how she was like, oh gosh, the baby, is she awake? And I was like, no, she's fine. She's fast asleep. She's just stirring. And you know what? You could see that massive bond between her and her kiddies, and she's young, and that's what got this live, if I'm making sense. That, I bet sometimes in her life she feels like people are judging her. And I actually said to her today, I said, listen, no matter what anybody says to you, you're an incredible mum. Absolutely incredible. And I just wanted to get that out there and tell you all, because I'm not young anymore, as my grandchildren go, Nana, are you that old? I don't think I'm old neither. But I see lots and lots of young mums, and I hear lots of people go, oh God, that's the problem why our society is the way it is, and all the rest of it, kids this and kids that. But I'm sorry guys, it's not. the world's the way the world is because of every single human being on the planet. You know, it's not just down to people having babies young. You know, I've got 5 incredible children that are doing really, really well for themselves. They don't go to prison or anything like that. And, you know, I was a single mum bringing up my children on my own. That didn't make me a bad parent. You know, I was quite a strict parent and everything had to be done at a certain time because I was a busy mummy. But it just made my heart wrench today when I met her, and she's young, and you know, she don't even look old enough to have kids, and that must be what I looked like back in the day, because people look at me now and go, no way have you got grandkids. I'm like, in a few months' time, I'll have 10. Like, oh my God. But you know what? For me, that's incredible. And because I'm older, I don't care what people have to say about that. That's my life. That's how I like it. I love it. It's incredible. You know, but it just makes me sad of how low I felt when I was younger. And that's when the depression started, because I listened to other people. I listened to what other people had to say about me. I was always wondering if I was being judged. When people came to my house, did it smell nice? Was it tidy? Was it spotless? People will know me that if they ever come in my house, everything's got a place for something and it's in its place. And that stems from that. And I'd say over the last 4 years that I started to work on myself and my self-development, I don't really care what my house looks like when you come. At the end of the day, if you think I'm a scruff, you think I'm a scruff. If you don't think I'm a scruff, you don't think I'm a scruff. Just don't worry about it, guys. There's always going to be somebody out there to say something horrible about you, even if you've not. Well, you don't really do anything wrong anyway. That's like crazy. Let me give you a really, really top tip. And I know I've gone on a little bit, but I have to be careful what I say because I get a bit carried away. What was going to say then? That's gone straight out of my head. The joys of being old. Here we go. Here it goes again. So there's a lady in our business. She is incredible. I can't even tell you all the things that she's learnt, but she does this kind of like, it's a special kind of counselling and meditation and all of that. And she said to us all, girls, I want you to go and write on your mirrors or wherever you want in the house, I am enough. That's what you've got to do. And you've got to set an alarm on your phone or you watch, whatever, every single hour to tell yourself that you are enough. Now, let me tell you, it seems a little bit strange. And yes, I have a mirror with it written on. I had one in the bathroom, but I cleaned it off. Keep doing that over a 2-week, 3-week, 4-week. You believe it. I know I'm enough. I know people. I'm like Marmite. You either like me or you don't like me. And that's absolutely fine. I don't have any nastiness towards anybody. I'm absolutely fine with that. You just have to learn to be okay in your skin. And do you know what? Your depression just lifts. It just lifts. Just start to feel good about yourself. I know it's not easy, but if you don't start, it will never happen. So that was my little whinge and moan. And once again, ladies, gents, my son was a single daddy for a while. He's not now, he's engaged. Even you men that are bringing up your babies on your own, absolutely incredible. And just remember that you're enough. You are absolutely enough. So have an amazing Thursday evening, and I will see you guys again tomorrow for Friday Live. See you soon.